I want to welcome you to What Makes a Good Trustee, Executor, or Power of Attorney. And it's really a favorite subject of mine because it gives you an opportunity to really make good things happen in your family. And like any hero's journey, it isn't a nice straight line where you just check the boxes. It doesn't really look like that. So what I want to do is I want to talk to you about what makes a good trustee so that you can be a good trustee if you are the trustee, or you can find the right trustee. Now we're also going to talk about an executor and a power of attorney. My name's Calcagno, and I'm the founder of Advantage Family Business Center. I provide services to families for the business of families. Sometimes that business is an enterprise business, like a regular family business you might meet on the street kind of business. And sometimes it's the business of families where families need to come together to take care of their elders, they need to sell a house, they need to settle the estate, that kind of business. So typically, it's where money and relationship are in the crosshairs. See, none of us in here are old, right? None of us. It's somebody that's about 10 years older than we are, is old, you know. And so none of that bad stuff is going to happen to any of us. It just, somehow it's over there. But you know what? It does happen. And all of us, me included, are, someday we're going to have some help. And we're going to have a plan for that help. I like to do both the speaking and working with the families. The speaking enlivens me and it makes me think more clearly about the situation. And I feel like I have more impact on a lot of people. But it's a very tiny impact compared to what happens when you work with a family. And you work with a family over a period of time. I mean, their lives change. They really do change. And it's a wonderful thing. Now, yeah, great. I love this work. It's really rewarding because in my soul, I'm a teacher. And what I want to do is I want to inspire my students. You know, we're all way over middle age, but nevertheless, we're students of life. She did need help with all of those financial things. It takes that calming. You have to breathe, get calm, go in and not have that energy, because the energy itself is destructive. When you have a facilitator running a family meeting, you have a much better outcome than if you just try to do it on your own. That doesn't mean you can't have a family meeting on your own, but if you have a contentious situation, having a facilitator, a good family systems facilitator, can make all the difference in the outcome. And the reason he was a go along to get along guy is because most of us, when we get to be 94, is we're pretty vulnerable. So most people have gotten to the place where they'll just make everything kind of work by telling people what they want to hear so that they can be helped, so they can be cared for. It is amazingly common. You know, the more vulnerable we get, the less likely we are to step out and make a stand and say, you can't do that, get out of my life, or some version of it. I think grandparents are very, very concerned, as a whole, they're concerned that there's this huge gap between where they have lived, where they have grown up, and where their grandchildren are. How are we going to get what's important to us to them? They're not going to take it all. We didn't take all of our grandparents' values either, but they'll at least know, and they'll get what's important. That's a piece of legacy planning that's really, really strong, and I love to work with people in that area. When you have a good trustee, there's the contact person. Now there are folks here, I'm sure, that don't have children. That doesn't mean you haven't got family, because family really, in the larger sense of the word, is people that you're connected to. It could be your neighbors, it could be your community. But you need to think ahead to the fact that you may need some help along the way, so how are we going to make this work out? And how is it going to work out best for the yous and the me's while we're living, and then after we're gone? How can we make sure that our family, in whatever form that is, doesn't blow up because of the way we left it? There are some amazing examples of families that have done wonderful things together, and they somehow have had enough magic in their relationship so that it all worked, and hooray. That's what we want to capture for folks that don't just naturally have it, because it really is available. And so I have studied this for a long time. I've had lots and lots of clients with a real wide range of problems and solutions. And what I know is that we can have peace, we can have prosperity, we can have a really good transition to the next generation. I know that's possible. I have seen it over and over again. It's hopeful.